Howard Stern Show.
Well, I tell you, I'm feeling sad. I am. I am actually sad to see David Letterman go. And there aren't too many people in show business that I care what their opinion of me is.
We've seen everybody come and go. You hardly had a blip.
But there aren't many people I care what their opinion of me is. And I do care what David Letterman thinks. And I always cared about doing well on his show because I know how much hard work he put into that show. And I wanted to contribute. I didn't want to take away in any way. And I remember, so many great experiences on the David Letterman show, like dressing up like a woman. And Dave took a chance because Dave said, please do not dress like a woman. I don't want this. And I said, Dave, would you trust me enough that it will be good? And he said, okay, if you're telling me it'll be good. And I wanted to please the guy. And also I remember, getting up on that table and dancing for Dave.
Yes.
And I also remember going out and being the first to do OJ jokes. And Dave slammed me pretty hard. And that upset me. I almost stopped doing the show at that point because I was like, wow, really? And then 2 days later, everyone was doing OJ jokes.
Yeah, they were making a living on OJ jokes.
But, Dave never held a grudge. He always would have me back on, and he felt that I was good for his show. And I tell you, I will eternally be grateful for him for giving me that national exposure. And there wasn't a minute in my mind when Jay Leno used to have me on, I'd say, Jay Leno has me on because Dave does.
Right.
I always felt Jay, even though Jay was number one in the ratings.
He would have never broken ground that way, you don't think? He would have never said, even though he had done our show a million times once he got that job, he wouldn't have said, I'm going to have Howard Stern on.
I always felt Jay was in some way copying or trying to be Dave-like. And, that's something that I always felt in the back of my mind. I was like, well, yeah, they want me on the Tonight Show desperately just to keep me off Dave. It was that kind of thing.
The Howard Stern Show.